What do you think is the biggest problems in DC that need fixing?
Mental health. They need to have more services and more programs to be more proactive and resources that are more proactive than it being more reactive.
Absolutely. And you want to know what the number one mental health service we really need is mental health services for young men. And mental health services for young men look different than you think they do. I know that we like to talk about therapists. That's great. Therapists, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. I'm an old man. I used to be a young man, and I know what it's like. Young men, all men really, but young men especially, have a tremendous, and I mean an absolutely tremendous amount of energy. And when you do not have a positive outlet for that energy turns into a tremendous amount of negative energy. And so you have a lot of young men, especially a lot of young men without their fathers, single moms raising them, not doing a great job because it's hard to raise a kid by yourself, especially without a supportive family structure. And they have a lot of energy and they have no idea what to do with it. You need to get these kids to do something productive and constructive to express their energy. What does that look like? It looks like, frankly, it looks like something physical. Young boys need to hit things. They need to hit the gym. They need to hit a ball. They need to do something to express their frustration and their energy. I'm not even kidding. Get some of these young men to go do something athletic. They need to be getting this energy out. All right. You have so many of these red pill guys and they talk about, guys, you need to go to the gym. Oh, you need to go to the gym, guys. Go to the gym, dude. And then they don't tell you what to do. They tell you to pay $50 for some shit ass course so they can give you some routine off of bodybuilding.com that just says go bench 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps and then go do incline for the same. That's not a routine. Those are numbers. We're throwing alphabet soup at people. Get these young men to do something with actual structure. How do you do that? Any organized sport. Football, baseball, hockey, powerlifting, strongman, bodybuilding, anything. Get these kids to get structure, productive structure, and a release of their energy. This is what we need. That's mental health. That really is mental health. Get these kids on Wendler 531. Get these kids to dance, dude. I don't give a Everybody makes fun of gay theater boys. Gay theater boys have better mental health because they're putting their energy into something productive. You got all these young men. They're like, I don't want to do that. That's gay. And then they're just doing nothing. They get out of school and they're just around. Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts is mental health. Stop letting kids go home and do nothing or cause problems on the street or masturbate. We have a huge problem of young men not knowing how to date. Dating is tough, man, and it's probably harder now, and I'm not even in the dating market. But one of the biggest problems is a young man will approach a girl, whether it's online or offline, and they'll try to hit on the girl, and the girl will reject them. And what do? They get fucking angry and they stop trying. If you put your energy into some kind of productive activity like a sport, what do? What happens in sports? You do the sport and you suck, and your coach teaches you to be better at the sport, and then you learn how to go through the stress of failing and turn that failure into productive usage of your energy to overcome your obstacle. If we could teach that fundamental to kids when it comes to sports, we would hope that fundamental carries over to young men when it comes to dating, so that when a girl rejects them, they go, oh, let me just move on to the next one, because who cares?